Hey, boy, you step outside this morning, muggy right off the bat.
Already very steamy, feeling tropical, if you will.
Absolutely.
We're going to talk about a tropical update for everybody. See
Yes,
what I
not
did there?
heading our way.
No,
Spoiler
it's not.
alert.
Thankfully not, but it has the potential to become a tropical storm today, which would be very interesting. Yeah, that would give it a name, yes, and that would be Arthur, first name on the list for the Atlantic Basin here. 60% chance of development as of the latest update from the National Hurricane Center. It's actually now also considered an invest, and when they get the tag invest, that essentially means that it's organized enough that we can start to get some model data out of it. We usually can get spaghetti plot data out of it so we can start to track its potential track. But regardless, 60% chance of development, that is a medium chance. Essentially, what the National Hurricane Center is thinking is that this is going to reemerge back into the northwestern Gulf today just long enough to actually get organized enough to potentially become a tropical storm. Now, more than likely, it will become a tropical depression, but there is still a chance. Models are hinting that that's a potential. And what it will do, again, reemerge back into the Gulf, move through Texas, specifically the Houston area, and then hang on as a remnant low all the way through the southeast, potentially holding on to tropical depression status for quite some time. And what that's going to do is just pump lots of tropical moisture in across the southeast along a front that's already stalled across the southeast, which could result in some pretty significant rainfall totals and flooding across anywhere from Louisiana all the way into Mississippi. This yellow color here, that's potentially over 9 inches of rain, and that would fall within just a couple of days. So flooding threat definitely high across the southeast. Here at home, that's not going to impact us. Our forecast is still solely going to be dominated by high pressure and our sea breeze showers and storms. Here's that front right now that's already bringing tons of rain across parts of Alabama into Mississippi, or excuse me, Mississippi into Alabama and even Georgia this morning. Here at home, it's all about the heat. Temperatures already in the 80s to start the day. 82 in Tampa, 82 in St. Pete, 83 in Sarasota, 76 in Wesley Chapel, 77 in Lakeland, 79 in Crystal River. Jameson mentioned iced tea. It'd also be a great ice cream day today if you want to go take the kiddos to get some of that. Today, we're looking at highs in the low 90s, but it's going to be hot and humid, so you got to eat it fast. It's going to melt pretty quickly. Maybe get it in a cup instead of a cone today just to prevent a little bit of the mess. Here's a look at that temperature and heat index. Upper 90s throughout most of the day. Starting at 10 o'clock, it's going to feel like the mid-90s. Even at 8 p.m. tonight, still feeling like the low 90s. I do think we have the potential for Tampa to feel as hot as 100. Feels like temperatures between about 100 to 103 later on today. Even at 8 o'clock tonight, feeling like the 90s closer to the coast. Tomorrow, even hotter. Widespread feels like temperatures 100 to maybe even 104, 105. But our hottest day of the week is going to be Thursday and Friday. Hottest days, I should say. Look at our feels like temperature on Thursday afternoon. We're looking at potentially as hot as 107 in Newport Richey, Clearwater, Riverview, maybe 109 in Bradenton. So we could maybe have a heat advisory issued for us as we head into the back half of the week because we could be flirting with some dangerous heat across the area. Our wind will briefly shift north over the weekend. That'll drop our high temperatures down just a degree or two. And it'll keep our feels like temperatures out of that dangerous zone over the weekend. We'll also have some slightly higher rain chances if a front starts to approach. Rain chance today, isolated chance maybe along the 75 corridor, maybe a few isolated showers in our far eastern communities. Most of the rain today across the state sets up along the 95 corridor. Moderate chop on the bay, seas 2 feet today for that boating forecast. Not a bad boating day. 7-day shows, highs in the low 90s, all 7-day long. Low end rain chances through the end of the week. Looks like our best chance for rain will be Saturday. That'll mainly be inland and north of Tampa.